So for step 14, attaching the rear lower arms. Well, this step is pretty close to what we did in step 12 with the upper arms. We've got these P7 pieces that have to pop into the lower arms here. And then we're going to grease up both sides, so the two that are going to go into the chassis, the two that are going to go into the end, and this is where this A7 piece comes into play. So A7 is going to lock in the lower arms, but it's also going to lock in the gear differential unit that we just worked on in the last step. So there are the arms, there is the P7 balls there, the A7, and we've only got 2 screws for this. So I'll set it up and we'll put this together. So right off the bat, let's pop in these balls. So I tend to put them in sideways, pop, and then you can turn them into the correct position. That's the easiest way to do it. So again, grab one of those, pop, and then turn it back and it's in there nice. So now if you look at this, there's the left and right. And of course you might go, well, once you've cut them off the parts tree, how do you remember which one was the M1 or the M8? Well, it's going to be pretty obvious, because when you get down to this spot, you'll notice that the arm, I may have just grabbed the right one here. You can see that we've got the 3 holes piece on this side. You've got this notch on that side. So that does look correct. Well, if we wanted to grab this one out of curiosity, would this be correct? No. Notice that the notch piece is on this side. So you know that that's not going to be the correct one, which means it must be the correct one for that side, because it needs to be protruding outwards and facing up. So we know that that's that side. We know that that one is that side. So what do we do now? We're going to grease these arm ends up. And the other side, same thing. Just like that. So again, that's got to sit like that. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to keep this as level as possible. You will see that there is the hole down here, which is going to allow this to sit in there just like that. And again, I want to keep this level for now. And now we can go and grease this arm up. There we go, and grease this side up. There we go. So again, flipping this around, we know that that's the way that's supposed to go. So I'm going to pop this into the other hole on this side. Just like that. So ultimately that's what it's going to look like. So what do we have left? We have this A7 piece, which is going to lock everything in. So if I turn this sideways a bit, so you can sort of see what I'm doing, obviously those other lower arm ends need to go into these holes. So if I slide this while it's sitting on the ground, slide this across, it's going to go into both. And you'll notice that it locks in the other side of the gearbox. So we will take one screw, put that there, and I'll just start screwing it in. Yep, and we'll take the other one, make sure that goes in okay, and I'm going to screw that in. Now we know that they're in okay. I will continue to screw this in. Now again, we're going hard plastic to hard plastic. There we go, I'm at the end. Just one last little check, and that's it. So, the gear differential unit is locked in place. The lower and upper arms are on, and now it doesn't matter whether I tip this up or not. The whole thing is locked in so that we don't have to worry about that little piece in the drive line. So, that means that step 14 is complete. So now we're going to move on to working on the rear uprights, and we'll be working with bag B.